Harvard, to have a tax-exempt status, there are rules you have to follow. And if you're not following the rules, no one's above the law. So we will see if they're following the rules. It looks like there's a substantial number where perhaps they weren't.
Let's jump over to Harvard. Scott Bessent, here he is talking about how because Harvard has become systemically racist as it pertains to admissions, because they have allowed the campus to be shut down by people calling for jihad and for genocide, they've stopped students from coming onto campus. You get all that. It has nothing to do with free speech. If those jihadi masked morons wanted to just get out there and say whatever they want while the day was going on and other people could do their business, I would be defending them. I wouldn't be thrilled at them, but I would defend their right to do it. They have taken over campuses. They have destroyed the ability for young people to learn. They've been racist in admissions, everything else. So here's Scott Bessent saying they're going to lose their tax-exempt status, and we may look into the endowments, which I think the Harvard endowment's about $40 billion with a B dollars.
Posted actually on social media that they were in the process of removing the tax-exempt status from Harvard. There's been a lot of issues with Harvard, but that's one that comes within your bailiwick. Where is that process right now?
The president is moving forward with that, and we're also looking at taxes on endowments. And I think the important thing here, and it goes a little bit back to this Main Street versus the elites, that Harvard, to have a tax-exempt status, there are rules you have to follow. And if you're not following the rules, no one's above the law. So we will see if they're following the rules. It looks like there's a substantial number where perhaps they weren't. And, again, too, Harvard is a gigantic hedge fund. They run a leveraged investment model. So we'll see where all that goes.
Okay, so it's super interesting because, yes, he's saying that if you're involved with the federal government, there are basic things you have to follow, like you cannot discriminate against people based on race, right? Like those are basic things, and Harvard clearly has been doing that. They've admitted they were doing it, right? We know that. And to his point, Harvard is basically a hedge fund. It's not $40 billion. We checked while the video was playing. They have a $53 billion endowment. It is more of a giant hedge fund manager at this point than a place of higher education. Very few people are getting into Harvard and walk out smarter 4 years later. You walk out more radicalized and more with a greater desire to burn down the country. But that's about it. So finally, we have a government that is not going to play ball with these radicals, and that is good, and that has nothing to do with these freaks not exercising their free speech.